Kendrick Lamar and Gatorade just said, what lawsuit? It's been a crazy weekend already, and we're just getting started. Amidst all the headlines, obviously Drake has amended his lawsuit. UMG is clapped back in like a battle rapper response style, trying to call the bluff. We're going to cover all that. Don't worry, that's coming. But I just felt like we had a little bit of a detour that we had to take because you guys keep sharing this with me. You're saying this is an epic commercial, sets the stage, sets the tone. We got Peekaboo featured on this apparently. So this is the Gatorade and Kendrick Lamar commercial. We're going to dive into it.
Eagles fly in Super Bowl 59.
How much are you willing to lose? Take the 65 games. Losing steam, losing players, losing sweat. The solution?
A drink that hydrates better than water.
So they can work more, sweat more.
Hey.
Because when you do that, you can surpass the hype. You can inspire generation after generation. You can compete against anything, even gravity. Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Expectations,
Shador,
or even yourself. So how much sweat are you willing to lose? That's how you know how much you're willing to win. Peekaboo.
Eagles.
Peekaboo. Gatorade has entered the chat. And I'll tell you what. Gatorade is used to celebrate a victory. As you see the Super Bowl shower, right, of the Eagles winning. Head coach gets dumped on with the Gatorade as a celebration. What did Kendrick Lamar do in his Super Bowl trailer? Setting it up. SZA dumped Gatorade on him. Celebrating his victory over Drake. Gatorade goes even deeper, right? Because what bar can we think of where Kendrick Lamar talks about Gatorade?
How much are you willing to lose? Take the 65 games. Losing steam, losing players.
I love that connection because obviously Gatorade was invented at the University of Florida, right? Because in the heat, they were losing steam. They were losing hydration. So Gatorade was invented to hydrate them and to help them with the Florida heat. And that's how it launched. So I love how we're kind of paying homage to Gatorade's roots. But you ain't no law boy or ball boy. Fetch Gatorade or something. Kendrick said that too. Lawbury, right? Because of all his time at Raptors games, right? What are you doing courtside? Like always getting involved with the team when you're not a player, right? Go bring him some hydration. But that is from Not Like Us. Let's think about this because it feels like Not Like Us and the whole lawsuit. Is Gatorade going to get sued now? I know we have the amended complaint that we still have to break down and react to. I just am waiting to get through the Easter weekend when I get a little bit more time so we can really dig in and dive into this. But amended complaints flying everywhere. Is Gatorade a part of the conspiracy now, Aubrey? Are they now buying into this?
Losing sweat. The solution?
A drink that hydrates better than water.
So they can work more, sweat more.
I love some of those shots when it goes black and white and you just see the color of the Gatorade on the athlete. They showed Caitlin Clark with it. They showed Doncic later. They show some of the other athletes. Obviously, just some iconic moments. Serena Williams. Again, the Super Bowl connection to Serena Williams. Her crip walking. She came out and said she wasn't firing shots at Drake. It was just about the West Coast and about all that. But see what Gatorade's doing, right? You have all these legends coming through and an MCing legend who said, F the big three. It's just big me.
A drink that hydrates better than water.
So they can work more, sweat more.
Right there. That shot. That's really dope. That's a classic Florida helmets before they really had, before the helmets really started going through concussion protocols. Big 2-3, baby.
Because when you do that,
Swish.
you can surpass the hype.
That shot. That's a really dope shot.
Dope
shots.
You can inspire generation after generation. You can compete against anything.
And you know what? Kendrick Lamar's voice, I feel like he's a great motivational public speaker, right? With just that bassy voice. Maybe he's the next Morgan Freeman. I need to hear Kendrick Lamar start narrating some Planet Earth now.
Generation after generation. You can compete against anything, even gravity.
Celtics as well, getting some love. That Celtic green, baby.
Bing, bop, boom, 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 bop, bam. Expectations, you wouldn't understand. Or even yourself. You wouldn't understand. So how much
I need to catch up on my Coach Prime series.
sweat are you willing to lose?
And then right there, he does push-ups. They show him. Is he signing Gatorade now? Drake, what was his diss against Kendrick? Push-ups. Talking about Kendrick Lamar on his Instagram, doing all the push-ups, getting ready. How does Kendrick respond? Kendrick responds, not like us. What's he doing? He's doing push-ups. What are we doing now?
That's how you know.
And then Peekaboo, right as Kendrick appears, is diabolical. That's Kendrick popping out, just like he popped out at the Super Bowl.
How much you willing to win? Peekaboo.
And for me as well, to end on Peekaboo, like, I think as Peekaboo continues to go on, that whole song, and we talked about the Silent Hill theory. We talked about the connection between XXXTentacion and Silent Hill, and then leading into Peekaboo. And then what did Kendrick do at the Super Bowl? Performing on the X and representing the X of Tentacion and performing Peekaboo. This to me is, there's one person in mind when he says Peekaboo. He's always keeping Drake on his toes. He's always keeping Drake looking over his shoulder, feeling the anxiety. He just wants to live in Drake's head rent-free. And that Peekaboo song to me just feels like that's what it is. Like, that's just psychological warfare below the surface. Like, you never know when and where I'm going to pop up and say Peekaboo next, right? I'm at the Super Bowl popping up. I'm going to be at the Olympics popping up. I'm at my pop-out concert. Now I'm on Gatorade commercials, popping up, running narrations. And we know how much you love sports, Drake. We know how much you love basketball. Well, guess what I'm going to feature in this Gatorade commercial with all these basketball legends, these Hall of Famers, these next generation Hall of Famers and stars? He does not have to pay rent at all at this point. But like always to me, as the chess moves continue, that's not the main message even of this commercial. This main message is to inspire, right? There's something greater, a greater purpose that he's doing, like he did on GNX, like he continues to do with his music. And in this case, this is inspiring us to go to work, man. Lace up, get out there, keep grinding, keep pursuing your dreams. And I love that. And it's kind of like Gatorade tying back to their roots, Kendrick going back to his roots. And yeah, let's get back to work. Love that from Kendrick, man. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that little detour that we took with the NBA Finals. Listen, comment down below. Let me know who you think's gonna win. I think I'm gonna take OKC. I think I'm gonna take OKC, man. I think this is the year. But anyways, let me know who you think is gonna win. Apparently, there are more of these Gatorade commercials coming, more of these narrations. I think we'll only dive into this one. Just felt like the right time to have a little bit of fun. And yeah, as the trolling, as some of the hate starts coming my way from certain sides of things, especially on X. If you haven't seen the posts of me getting blocked and other fun things happening, I just thought, you know what, let's have a little fun on our time. All right, guys. But yeah, if you're here at the end, subscribe, notifications on. Really, it does go a long way. Also, don't forget to copy merch. knoxhilldmv.com. We got hats, we got shirts, we got hoodies, we got everything you need. If you want to rep the brand, if you want to support, get it out there. It all goes a long way. All right, everyone. Stay safe, stay positive. Take care of these. Take care of these. I'll catch you again.
Sit down, sit down. I'm like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, how we do it like that? Like, wow, better sit your ass down.